Fashion harms the planet through using too much water, making too much rubbish, making too much pollution. Some clothes are made of plastic, which is not good for the animals, making greenhouse gases that cause climate change, not always looking after the people that make the clothes.
Climate change is when carbon is moved from being locked away in trees, plant soil and fossil fuel to floating in our atmosphere. Carbon in the air acts like a blanket around our planet, making Earth's weather change so we get more droughts, storms and hotter temperatures around the world.
Climate change will make it very tricky for us to live happily on planet Earth.
We can all do something to stop climate change.
We can repair our clothes, redecorate or reimagine our clothes, share or swap our clothes, buy second-hand things, rent clothes, love our clothes by wearing them over and over again, only buy clothes we really need from companies that care about our future and the people working from them.
Changing our fashion choices will help our planet, make us all happier, and we can save our money.
Hi guys! So my name is Toya. I'm a creative fashion artist, okay? I love fashion, I love getting creative, and I love to teach people how to upcycle clothing. So we've had a nice chat with Natalie about recycling, upcycling. And what I really love to do, guys, is to teach people either a low cost or a no cost way of doing things. YouTube is really good for that sort of thing. So obviously, again, with your adults' permission, you can have a look on YouTube and type in things like that to help you upcycle clothing at home. So that's brilliant. So yes, upcycling. So you've got an old t-shirt, it's too small, or you can see on this one, there's lots of stains on it. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the t-shirt, it could still be worn, but because it's got lots of stains on it, we can actually upgrade it into something else. Okay, so that's what I'm going to teach you to do. I'm going to teach you how to make yarn from an old t-shirt. This is an old t-shirt, or was once an old t-shirt. So with this yarn, guys, I'm going to teach you how to finger knit, but I've also brought in this lovely sample. I absolutely love this. So it's just basically where you weave the t-shirt yarn, okay? And you can make placemats, you could make a huge rug, you could make a bath mat. So this, guys, was an old t-shirt. It was a white t-shirt. We splashed some paint on it. We cut it up into yarn and we weaved it into a small mat. So it's just a sample. So have a look, have a feel and pass it around. Can you believe, guys, that that was an old t-shirt? So guys, once we've made the yarn, I'm going to teach you how to finger knit. I'm going to teach you how to finger knit with one finger, but on YouTube, you can actually learn to knit with 4 and you create these huge like rope pieces, which are fantastic. So have a look at these, pass them round. This is finger knitting with old t-shirts, guys. Don't forget, everything you see today is made out of an old t-shirt. Today, we will need a jersey t-shirt. So if I point at you at some stage and say, we can't use your t-shirt today, please don't panic, we have spares. And also you can take your t-shirt home and use it for another project, okay? So nothing goes to waste here, okay? Fantastic. Okay, so darling, we won't be able to use yours today, okay, because we need to stretch the fabric and that's a fabric that you can't stretch. Please don't panic, we've got spare for you, okay? Young man at the back with a football t-shirt, I'm not sure. I've never used a t-shirt of that fabric. We can have a go if you're happy to have a go and we can give you a spare t-shirt, so that's absolutely fine. So sometimes, guys, it can be quite tricky to cut a t-shirt, okay? So I want you to all to start and have a go, but if it becomes too tricky, I will help you. I'm going to be using a rotary cutter. This is like a million trillion times sharper than a pizza cutter, okay? Because it's got to cut through fabric. So I will be doing all the cutting with my rotary cutter and I'll be using it today because it's a lot quicker than using scissors. all right? But anything I do with this today, you can use scissors. So the first thing you do is we must cut the bottom off your t-shirt, that thick part at the bottom that we call a hem. 99% of t-shirts have them, some don't, but we need to get rid of that first. That's the first thing we're going to do today. And once you've cut the strips, you're going to stretch it. And this has got, my t-shirt's got seams down the side, so I'm gonna end up with 2 here, which is fine. And once you give it a good stretch, like as if it was an elastic band, this is your yarn. And then most of you will have to cut your yarn just once, and then you'll end up with 1 long strip, and that's what we're gonna finger knit with, okay? Brilliant. Okay, my lovelies, I'm gonna pass you all some scissors. Have a go at cutting. Before I get started, actually, I just wanna really quickly tell you, I used to finger knit all the time when I was about your age, probably even younger, okay? And I used to sit and watch my favorite TV programs while I was finger knitting. So guys, my challenge today is to have every single one of you, before you leave this classroom today, being able to finger knit. If you can finger knit with your eyes closed, that means you can go home, watch your favorite programs and finger knit at the same time, okay? So we're gonna start just by putting 2 loops on your finger. So just 2 loops, and make sure that they're quite loose, they're not tight, okay? So they need to be nice and loose. So just literally go like that, okay? So everybody got 2 loops? Let me see, 2 loops. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Fantastic. Right, next stage. The first loop is loop 1, which will be closer to your thumb. So the loop closest to your thumb is loop 1. You're gonna pick it up. So everyone pick up loop 1. Wait, so all you've got to do is this. That's it. To pick up loop 1. So like this. And you're gonna pull it around your finger and let go of it when it's underneath your finger. Okay, so I'll do that again, don't worry. It's really easy, okay? So pick it up and then just go round and then just let go. Don't worry what it looks like, okay? Just once we get that, you've got finger knitting. If you've got 1 loop, just be patient and bear with me. Keep your loop in the air for me, okay? On your finger and don't let it drop off. 2 loops. Pick up your first loop, which is closest to your thumb, pick it up and just put it underneath your finger so that you've got 1 loop left, okay? So with our longest piece of yarn, you're gonna pick it up, throw it over your finger, and then you'll have 2 loops. Right, who now has 2 loops? Excellent. What are we gonna do next? Yeah? Excellent. So you're going to repeat that over and over. That's all it is. Right, go like that. So pull this over. Okay? Then that one. Like that. Then that one. Then like that. Then that one. Then like that. Then that one. Okay, so beads. Then a knot. Then you put it around your wrist. If you need help with the knots, please, please, please let me know.